Hello there. It's the General Opposition Podcast, and I'm not the person who's been recording the past couple videos. I am the friend from the other state that he mentioned in the first one. And today's topic will be abortion, the leading cause of death in America. That is just women's health care to the left. So I'm going to explain why it should not be health care, and what would be some alternatives for said abortion, and pretty much what is wrong with it. So, abortion is, of course, when a woman kills the baby inside of her own womb. Okay? That description will make a lot of people angry, and I'm aware of it, and I don't really care. The reason why it makes people angry is because it's true. Abortion is, like I said, the leading cause of death in America, right in front of heart disease. Heart disease is at like 600,000 a year, I believe. Something to that effect. I think it's 600,000 a year. Something to that effect. It's somewhere around there. And abortion gets up to the millions some years. The leading cause of death, chosen by their own mother. Abortion is, when you argue a lot of leftists about it, it's health care. You don't want to take the woman's rights away. It's on their body, it's their choice. It's the same argument they used during the slaves. Well, it's on my property, therefore it is my choice what to do with my property. I think that's nonsense. Because every single one of them most of the leftists don't support slavery. The vast minority of people support slavery, okay? So, to bring up that argument, it can make a lot of people mad, but it's the same thing. They're on my property, therefore I get to choose on what to do with them. That's an individual person in your body that you are choosing to take out of you and kill it. People are always saying, well, what if the woman's raped? Okay, that is 0.08. I think it's 0.08% of the for abortion. Why people get abortions? 0.8%, or 0.08%. It's something to that effect. It's very, very, very small portion of abortions. So using that argument, it's dumb. And the idea that, now I think that from a law standpoint, if I were to make the law, then I would say, okay, compromise. If I had, of course, any options, I mean, it probably wouldn't get very far to Congress, but say I had the option, 100%. I'd say, you know what, I'm going to make it illegal, except for in cases, medical emergencies, like when the mother's going to die or the baby's already going to die, in rape and incest, because I know some people, they don't want to look at that baby and see the child of a rapist, and I understand that. Okay, I understand that, but my main thought is does the getting raped justify you killing a baby? I think it should be the rapist being killed. I think that the death penalty should be the solve for the rapist. We do not want disgusting pieces of human garbage on Earth like that. Those people do not belong here. If you're willing to rape or kill somebody, then you do not belong on planet Earth. Sorry. Now, it's cruel. I understand that. But I don't think it's any more cruel. It's no more cruel than killing a baby, raping somebody, or killing somebody, just killing innocent people. Okay, now, self-defense, of course, that's a different situation. I mean murder. I mean violent crimes. I mean people just being terrible. Okay, so a lot of people don't like the death penalty. They don't like lethal injection. Okay, so late-term abortion is sometimes done by lethal injection into the child. So they're saying it is okay to kill a baby, okay, at 9 months, okay, up till the birth. There's no deniable evidence that that's not a baby. Okay? It's not like when the baby is given birth to, it's this magical transition from being a blob of cells and a human being. It was already a human being, it was just inside the mother. So, to say it is not okay to kill criminals who have murdered people, who have raped people, but it's okay to kill an innocent child just for the mother's convenience, I'm not on board with that. I don't like that. I think it's disgusting. And I think that's embarrassing to our country. I really do. And a lot of people don't, like I said, they don't want to take the right away from the woman. Now, I'm all for women's rights. I think that women should have equal rights as men. I don't think that they should have more rights as men. I think that the government should have the ability to tell you what to do with your body. The government is telling you not to murder people with your body. The government is telling you not to do these drugs with your body. The government should tell you not to kill a baby inside your body. The government is going to tell you what to and not to do with your body, or what not to do, anyway. It's not really going to tell you what to do, because we're not communists, but, and then you got, the Unplanned movie, the movie I haven't watched, okay? I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch it. I plan on watching it, but it's evidently a pro-life movie, and their account got banned on Twitter. So you're making a movie about valuing human life, and you're going to get banned from Twitter? And if that's what the world is, if that's what the left stands for, I know that the left doesn't stand. I know that the left isn't the party of abortion. They have other stances, but that's just something so icky, and something a lot of them will say, well, I wouldn't do it, but I don't want to take that right from somewhere else. Well, if you wouldn't do it, then there's obviously something wrong with it, because you don't want to do it. Like, I wouldn't murder somebody, but I don't want to take the right from somebody else to murder somebody. That's the same argument. And then the safe, legal, and rare. So if you want it to be safe, so if you want it to be legal, then you shouldn't have to worry about it being rare. It shouldn't have to be rare if you want it to be legal. And if you want it to be rare, then it should not be legal. There's something wrong with it if you want it to be rare. And then if you want it to be legal, then there's nothing wrong with it. So, and then abortion, it can really mess the mother up. The mother, I wouldn't even call her a mother, okay? It's not a mother if you're willing to kill your own child, my bad. The woman. It really messes the woman up. It makes the woman, it messes up her hormones. It's just not good for the woman to get an abortion, and people have gotten injured. They're like, "Oh, it's so terrible. You're gonna get injured from killing a child." Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So you're worried about the mother. I'm sorry. Correct me. I said mother again. I'm sorry. It's not a mother if you're willing to kill your child, but yeah, that's not good. It's disgusting. I think that abortion is just the thing. It shouldn't even be in someone's mind. And the thing is with abortion is some people were like, want to abort people because they're disabled. And just because somebody is disabled, it does not mean that they shouldn't have the right to live. Okay? Just because someone has a mental or physical disability doesn't mean they don't have the right to live as a human being. Because, let's bring up autism or Down syndrome. Okay, my brother has autism. Okay, he has just as much value of a human being as anybody else on this planet. He's a great person. He's brought smiles to many people, and just because he has a lower IQ than somebody else, it does not mean that he has less value. I think to claim that makes you disgusting, because it doesn't take a high IQ to be a great person. Okay, you can be a high IQ and be a terrible person. Okay, it takes a high IQ to develop a strategy, a terrorist attack. Okay, it probably takes a pretty high IQ for that. It does not mean you're a good person. Okay, people with Down syndrome, just because they have Down syndrome doesn't mean that they're worthless. They're still human beings. They're still human beings, and that these people just think that It should be the woman's right, and I just don't think that anyone should be able to have the right to kill anybody else. I'm for that mentality. You can do whatever you want as long as you're right, as long as you do not take the rights from somebody else. I don't care what you do. You can walk around. You can. I think my next video I'm going to do on free speech versus hate speech. It's going to be my next video. Okay. So this will give you a little bit of my point of view. I think that you should be able to say whatever you want, but do not yell fire in the movie theater. Okay? I think that if you want to, if you just really desire to, or say you're watching a jump movie or it's a scary movie and you yell the F word, you shouldn't be in trouble. But then somebody else also has the right to call you anything that they want because you're being obnoxious in the movie theater. That's just how it should work. If you're yelling fire in the movie theater and you're scaring a lot of people and then someone gets trampled and gets hurt, then what you are saying is wrong. You do not yell fire in the movie theater. That's a good example. It's a popular example. Simple example. Another example is wave your hands around until you smack somebody in the face. Okay? And that's another good one. I like that. So you can wave your hands around as much as you want. You can until you smack somebody in the face, until you hurt somebody else, until you do damage to somebody else. Women should have the rights until it hurts somebody else. Women should have the rights until it hurts somebody else. And that's the thing is people don't. They think that they value the woman so much that's carrying the baby. They think that the woman just has the greatest motives, but really, if she's killing the baby for birth control, then she does not have good motives. And that's what like 95% of abortions are. 90-something% of abortions are. I don't know the exact numbers. It's in the 90s of percentages are just for birth control. And then you have people telling you, well, if you legalize abortion, then it'll just happen more often. Well, that's nonsense. Because if that's how it worked, if you just illegalize something and then it happens more often, then why don't we just legalize murder and maybe it'll happen less? Why don't we just legalize drugs? It'll happen less. That's not how it works. Laws are there so people don't do them. The abortion rates went up 150. I think it went up 150%, something like that, since Roe v. Wade. And then it's gone down a little bit now. It's lower than it's been in decades, but it's what I'm saying is illegalizing something does not make it happen more often. And to claim something like that, just I think is stupid because there's more than enough evidence to show that's not how it works. Because if you think of it like that, then you can be an anarchist. Anarchist does not work. Okay? It just doesn't work. Anarchy does not work, okay? So I have about 2 minutes left to record. The software doesn't record. It has a 15-minute limit. So I'll go ahead and exit that right here. And I'm going to tell you, I told you while I was pro-life, I went on a little bit of a rant. Have a great day. God bless, and make America great again.